What's going on, everybody? I know I'm like 30 seconds late as usual, but we were getting the new studio set up here. Let me make sure my settings are good. Okay, microphone looks like it's correct. It's freaking 11 o'clock. Can't wait to watch defensive Mexico play defensive Australia, man. Here come the players. Gosh, is this about to start 30 minutes late like it does every single time? There's Jackson Irvine high-fiving all of the little Mexican-American children. Looking at Miguel Ayun right now and Piojo Herrera in the studio. God damn, he's short. Damn. Okay. Jack, you got to watch Game 7. Is Game 7 tonight? Hold on. Is Game 7 tonight? Oh my gosh, it's happening right now. Dude, I've fallen off of the NBA so hard. It's just, y'all know I'm a Cavs fan. Cavs freaking suck, dude. Softest team in the entire NBA. They are the U.S. men's national team of the NBA, man. It's insane. Mexico 3-0 Australia would be unbelievable. That would be insane. Why is Tony Popovich allergic to starting Nestor Iracunda? Yeah, okay, we can pull up the starting 11s. I did see Australia's already, but why not pull up this as well? I saw Mexico's too. I didn't have the strength to talk about it. Oh my gosh, what is this? Horrific. Oh, that's horrific as well. You know what's really annoying is when I stream on my girlfriend's laptop, it like literally changes the orientation of like what is this? Like this is not how any of this stuff looks on my Mac. Okay, this is probably the closest one I can see here. So I actually, obviously this is completely wrong, but I actually think that wait, are they actually starting Italiano as a right wing? And Jordan Ball? No, there's no way. This is surely a back five. Anyways, Mexico's lineup, Luis Chavez. I feel like this is just a kind of last opportunity to see if he's going to be involved at all at the World Cup. Edson is starting. Interesting. Edson and Luis Romo and Fidalgo. Are we going 4-4-2? Are we going 4-4? There's no way we're no. This is definitely like the wingers. So yeah, I guess we're just going Louis. Okay, well, Edson's going to play CB, surely. Luis Chavez is going to come here. Edson and Vasquez as the center backs. Okay, sure. Luis Romo, I don't think there's any point in him being here, but whatever. Pineda, I mean, at least it's not Piojo once again at the winger position, right? Like, I guess I'll take that. Jorge Sanchez is back there at right back. Mateo Chavez in here. Be curious to see what he can do. I think Australia is a stronger lineup than we do. Like 100%. I think Australia are bringing a better team to this game. No, they both teams, lean defensive, and I am not expecting a lot of goals in this match, like at all. Edson is the only player to ever go to Turkey and not cook. Yeah, I don't really know what happened, y'all. It seems like he got injured, and then when he recovered from injury, the manager didn't care anymore. Obviously, Mourinho signed him and then was sacked like immediately, so that certainly didn't help. But you would expect him to be talented enough to like force his way in to Fenerbahce. It's a little disappointing for me. We still testing out Pineda. Yep. Yeah. Did you learn Volpato declaring for Australia, Sassuolo's creative mid? Am I the only one that doesn't think it's like the biggest deal ever? Like I saw it and I said, oh, that's a good pickup for Australia. And then I kept scrolling. Like I didn't think it was the most dominant piece of news on the day. I think Volpato is promising. I think anytime Australia can add an attacker, it's going to help them. But I don't know. I mean, he is young. I think he's like 22, 23, so more of a potential guy, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think it was earth-shattering. Maybe it's very important because Riley McGree just went down for Australia, so having an immediate replacement, you're not supposed to have just like new players suddenly available in international football. That's not really how it's supposed to work. But here we are. Oh, we're wearing the black kits again. Yeah, the black kits are fire. So I think it's important for Australia. Exactly what Jacob Australia just said. Pretty important after McGree's injury. Completely agree. Yep, 100%. What's your match predictions? Man, I'm gonna say 1-1 or Australia 1-0. Opinions on Tim Payne being the new GOAT. I have not heard the song. I didn't even know what this was until yesterday when my buddy explained it to me when we were playing pickup. Apparently an Argentine started the trend. That's what he told me. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, it's crazy. I feel like the soft power of Argentine influencers is actually underrated. Here we go. Here, Australians are very excited about Volpato. I think it's more a reflection of the dearth of attacking talent. That's a great way to describe it. That we have, particularly with McGree's absence, rather than a comment on Volpato's ability. Very, very well said. Black kits are the key. Yep. So maybe it's going to be a Mexico 1-0. I don't know. I'm thinking 2 goals maximum in this game, lads. But we'll just, we'll bunker down and we'll see what we can get here in this game. Jordan Boss's hair is looking a bit longer than the last time I saw him. Looks like Shirkati just got a fade like this morning in California. Motora in the starting 11. I think that's very exciting for them. The Australians are slowly coming together for the anthems, but the children are not adjusting properly. I heard he laughed at Australia. I heard he laughed at Australia losing before he decided to join them last minute. Oh, I've not heard anything about that. Nah, Ecuador looks mid. ND overrated. ND. Who is ND? Or are you trying to say Ecuador are mid and overrated, and you just forgot the A? That might be what I'm like. Who on Ecuador is ND? I was like Nilson Angulo, but that's not. Those aren't the right letters there. Not complaining, but are most of these pre-World Cup friendlies using subs? Was expecting more starters for first half, at least for most games. I think it's depending on the team. Like, I think Australia, this is probably like 7, 8 starters, maybe. I mean, this is pretty freaking close to like their best 11 they can field right now. For Mexico, God, I mean, we probably have like what, 4 starters, 5? So, I mean, this is not like C team for anybody. Ecuador was like pretty heavily rotated. They had like Jackson Barroso and Felix Torres as the starting center backs. I haven't seen those guys in a long time. I feel like I haven't seen them since Gustavo Alfaro was the manager of Ecuador. And Barroso got a goal. Estupiñán was in the starting 11. Angulo was in the starting 11. Angulo was terrible, actually. South Africa versus Nicaragua. Your thoughts? Okay, I'm glad you asked this. The reaction is way, way overblown online. It was a full South Africa B team, except Lyle Foster, who took a penalty and missed it. Like, I don't know. What I don't want us to do is see that a South African reserve team drew Nicaragua. They had like 25 shots. It's not like Nicaragua put them on the back foot. They freaking dominated them. They just can't score like always. What I don't want to have happen is everyone sees that and they're like, oh, Mexico should absolutely stomp. The players aren't prepared for it. They down tools in the game and South Africa steals a point or something. Like, that's what I don't want to have happen, which is why some of the reaction I saw online is like, dude, I don't know. It's like It's like taking our last result against Panama, where we beat their D team 1-0, and being like, "Holy hell, Mexico suck." Obviously, Panama are much better than Nicaragua, but it's like, okay, this wasn't the full Panama squad, wasn't the full Mexico squad. This is purely just to give guys a look. You can't look at the performance of the bench and make a call about the quality of the starters. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I think it's kind of irrelevant. I think the biggest takeaway is Lyle Foster missed a penalty, and he's a very emotional, streaky guy, and is responsible for a lot of the goals in that team. And so maybe he's gonna be feeling a little down that he missed that. I think that could be the biggest takeaway. Did you watch the Champions League final? I didn't watch it live. Um, I did watch the highlights when I came back, and I'm very glad that I watched the highlights because it sounds like Arsenal just parked the effing bus, and I don't want to spend 2 hours of my day, you know, watching that. Arsenal games are not very fun. I'm so freaking busy that I can't sit down for something like that unless I'm very excited. And for some reason, I wasn't that excited. I was editing the Group B video today, and I thought that was more important. And I'm glad I did that because now I'm finally done with the group previews. I don't have to do that anymore. When are we getting Jack and the girlfriend Q&A? God, using a PC is like, I hate it. I hate how sensitive the keypad is. I keep highlighting comments on accident. When are we getting the Jack and girlfriend Q&A? Probably some point in the next year or so. Jack, if you were a professional footballer and became a naturalized Uzbek citizen, would you represent Uzbekistan or Mexico? No, I would definitely represent Mexico. I was trying to make a joke. Would I choose Uzbekistan if the Mexican FA froze me out for 6 years? A naturalized Uzbek citizen? That go kind of hard. Okay, Jackson Irvine is playing as a right-sided midfielder. That's kind of interesting. Thoughts on the Saudi Arabia game? How cooked are they against Ecuador's B team? They were actually looking pretty good in the first half. I'm not going to lie. Ecuador was so trash, like beyond trash. It was a really, really bad game. Honestly, kind of zapped the energy away from me. If I'm feeling, or if I seem a little down, it's probably because Ecuador, Saudi Arabia was a bad game. And of course, it was a bad game, man. Like, what was I thinking? Ecuador can't score to save their lives. Saudi Arabia can't score to save their lives. And I thought I should sit down and watch part of that game. Like, honestly, I'm an idiot. But we can't draw too many conclusions from that because, yeah, Ecuador had a lot of people out. John Yeboah came in and cooked, though. Players to watch for Australia: Jordan Boss, the left back; Mohamed Toure, their striker for this game. I would say those are the main ones. Harrington, one of their CBs, I think he's like 18 or 19 years old, playing in the MLS. Australians are What is happening with this microphone? Damn, I had 0 problems last time. It might be FOTMOB is just insanely demanding from a energy standpoint, like a bandwidth. I'm kind of scared to unplug the mic. If it happens again, I'm gonna have to stop sharing the screen or go to a different one. But if I am Popovich and a player was laughing at my team because set piece from Mexico, shot from Vasquez. Oh my gosh. Oh, block from Sutar. Chavez comes in. Oh my God. And I think that's the high point of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is the most action we are going to see. Good block from Sutar. This is his first game back in like a year and a half, I feel like, for Australia. Italiano's down on the ground already. It's a pretty good ball in from Chavez. Very good cutback from Johan, and then Sutar with a monster block. Yeah, I'm sorry. If some mid Serie A player is laughing at my national team for losing, you're not getting called up. You're not getting called up. Like, who do you think you are? I swear, like, the egos of some of these players, just like, I don't know. A lot of these guys are douchebags. Like, to me, the read of that is like, it's an honor if I play for Australia. That's kind of how I would read that. Like, oh, you guys should be so lucky that I would pick you. And now that you didn't pick me, you've gotten what you deserve. You lost to Japan, which they didn't lose to Japan. So are you talking about like the draw maybe? I don't know. Would you say it's fair to say Switzerland's spine of Kobel, Akanji, and Xhaka is top 7 in the world? I would even argue it's top 5, but that would be crazy. It's not top 5. I would probably put it, honestly, I think you're going a little high, Luke. I would probably go like 12. I don't think Akanji is who he used to be. And I don't love Kobel as much as the next guy, which I completely understand is just like a me problem. Good ball from Johan. No, Serkati is just gonna, yep. I really want to see what Kobel can do this World Cup. I really, really want to see a strong performance for the Swiss national team from him. But I would not say top 7. I think there are clearly I mean, I think all like the Power 5 in Europe is better than that. I think Argentina's spine is better than that. I think Ecuador's spine is better than that. I mean, you could even make an argument for Colombia. If I'm talking about Japan, they're kind of lacking the center back. But yeah, I would Morocco's is superior, I would say. Senegal's, Cote d'Ivoire's is probably a little bit stronger as well. They're lacking the goalkeeper. Fofana's pretty good, though. Are you going live for the Jordan match? I am a game time decision for that. I'm glad. It's very funny that you asked. Oh my God, I'm 8 minutes behind. Okay. Okay. I like this camera. I feel like I can see everything quite well. This is kind of nice. Here we can see Australia in the vintage. God, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not even trying to. Not even trying to highlight comments. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to scroll down. Oh, I just got to all the mute ones. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Alexis Vega tries to connect with Pineda there. I feel like both of them really need like a good game here. Okay, I'm going to go to the latest chat because here we go. Where's the game streaming? I mean, I'm watching it on TUDN, but Really curious how Sutar looks. There's that long ball to Torre. Edson down to Jackson Irvine up. Okay, little bit of danger here. It's actually a good challenge from. That's just not a. This is not a great decision from Mohamed Torre. He kind of like blasted at Rangel, but I don't know. Good ball over top from Metcalf. Not Jorge Sanchez's greatest moment there, but I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. That's going to be Australia's attack. Basically, most of this game is going to be long balls coming from Sutar or coming from Sarkati. Here's Jackson Irvine. That's a great ball. Oh, who effed that up? Metcalf just mishit on that one. I just don't know if Australia is ever going to have the numbers in this game to like really. Okay, here's Pineda versus Harrington. Oh, he gets by him. Wow, I thought for sure that was a foul. Long ball here. That's. Whoa, Edson just grabbed him. Damn. Wow, that was pretty risky. Motore nearly got there, and I would like to see the replay of that. He did go down kind of easy. I'm not gonna lie, he went down a little easy, but damn, Edson, be careful. Almost went down to 10 men in the 5th minute. Jesus Christ. What do you think about Canada versus Uzbekistan? I think it's an amazing game. I'm super excited for that. I will be live for that game on Monday night. It's hard for me to like get more excited until I see the 11s, right? Like Uzbekistan and Canada could put out a B team, and it's like, I still like watch it and hang out with y'all in the chat, but they got to do something. God damn. Yeah, I'm trying to see Fidalgo do something here. Come on. Everyone talks about these offensive attributes. Let's go. I want to see it. Ball comes in from Jorge Sanchez. It's actually not a bad ball. Oh! Mateo Chavez. Hell yeah. Extra effort there. Oh my gosh. Sutar's just too good in the air. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Mexico, we're trying here. Good little battle. Chavez down. Romo's going to recover. Okay. That was pretty nice from Mateo over there. He just caught Italiano slipping. Sleeping. I guess slipping and sleeping. That's pretty nice. Oh, Jorge Sanchez. Oh my God. Here's Jordan Boss. Okay. Captain. Oh! Ooh, Edson, great tackle on that. Great tackle, great recoveries. Memote Martinez. Here we go. Back to Luis Chavez. This is actually a bit more. I mean, y'all, the fact that we've even seen like one attack in this game is honestly more than I was expecting. What time is it for you right now? It is 11:15. Ecuador versus Saudi, surprisingly not dead, by the way. Maybe it picked up in the second half. I hope it did. The first half, my God, man, I couldn't do it. It was just like Saudi doing Saudi stuff, like actually being pretty good in open play. And then the second they get close to the Ecuador box, nobody knows how to connect a pass and nobody can keep a shot on target. This is why, like, just sacking manager after manager, I don't think does anything because you can't make the players become good finishers. They just don't have that guy in the pool. Anyways, enough of Saudi. Shakul! No. Luis Chavez, he's like, I'm trying to get some minutes at this World Cup. Popping off from an audacious distance right here. It was pretty far away. Where are you? Are you okay? I'm in my Airbnb right now in Buenos Aires. Fun fact, We don't have water. Yay, because South American infrastructure, man. It's just crazy. So I am safe, but I do not have running water. Flores is injured, like for the World Cup or just for the Uzbek game? When is Connor coming back? He'll be back for the World Cup. What minute are you on? I'm on 10, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So I'm actually quite behind what Fault Mom is showing here. Luis Romo, Jesus Christ. Better pass, bro, please. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's actually pretty good defense from Sarkati there. Who is number 7 for Australia? That's the one guy I don't recognize. Sarkati is trying to dribble, which it's kind of interesting. Yeah, who is number 7 on Australia? I don't recognize him. Is that Matthew Leckie? Chat, is number 7? Is that Matthew Leckie? Wow, 7 is Leckie. Damn, dude, hold on. Hold on. How many Matthew Leckie games have there been recently? Hasn't he been like extremely injured in the last 2 years? Am I crazy? Has he been playing a lot? Yeah, the haircut is different. Oh my god. Damn, welcome back, Matthew Leckie. I didn't even realize that when I was looking at the 11. I think Luis Chavez actually looks quite lively so far. Hasn't led to too much, but okay, here's Edson. Okay, we have some numbers forward. Fidalgo down to Jorge Sanchez. Jorge Sanchez, he's got Harrington on him. Jorge Sanchez blocked, which is the typical results whenever, I mean, we just have no effing outlet there, man. It's just terrible. It's terrible. I do think if Luis Chavez can be an additional creator in the middle, either him or Fidalgo, like that's a oh gosh, Leckie had Torre free there, but Captain Johan said not today. Actually, he's not Captain Johan. It's Captain Edson for this particular match. What channel are you watching the game? I'm on TUDN, but I think it's on Fox Deportes as well. I just I don't have that subscription. Where is Mexico playing? I think they're playing in Pasadena. You should watch Iraq versus Spain on June 4th. I think it's a really, really cool friendly. Why is Chucky Lozano still in the promotional stuff? Isn't Chino Huerta in the squad? Hold on, where's my phone? I think he's in the squad. I would be giving that man as many minutes as possible. Like that's kind of a winger that I feel we should be. Oh my gosh. Jackson Irvine almost with a goal there. A little bit of disruption caused from the pretty good set piece team that is Australia. I'm not like, what is Edson doing there? Just like clear the ball. Harrington actually does quite well. Ooh, it's just narrowly off. And that is Australia's best chance of the game. Irvine's hair color is a crime against humanity? Oh, dude, I think it looks sick. I like it a lot, actually. We want Iracunda. Me too, man. Me too. Here we go. Actually, a little bit of a press here from Australia. It's not super aggressive, but Chad, if I asked y'all player of the game 15 minutes in, who's player of the game right now? I think as of right now, it's one of the Chavez's. Although I would probably say Irvine's been maybe the best one for Australia so far. Haven't seen any of Jordan Boss attacking. Like just that one opportunity where Edson tackled him quite well. There's a Conca. Oh! Damn, Suchar just big bodied Pineda there. Mateo Chavez. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Good instincts, though. Jordan Boss on the ball. Oh, kind of messy here from Australia. It's not a great ball from Jordan Boss putting it. Oh, here's Leckie. Holy hell, Matthew Leckie. Oh, my gosh. He's going. Jorge Sanchez actually got the ball. That's really slow from Matthew Leckie there. Like, just release the ball, man. Here's, I think, Jordan Boss tackled by Pineda. We ain't getting a ton of quality here, but I'm having a good time. To be honest, Chad, I'm really happy Mexico's not having a friendly against Trinidad and Tobago or something like that. Or like Cameroon, with all due respect, who would never, ever bring their full team to a game. I'm glad it's actually Australia. No, it might not be a lot of goals, but I think this is a good defensive team, and it's important experience for us. I mean, we can score against Australia. We can score against Czech Republic. That's literally how I see it. If this unit here, without Brian Gutierrez, without Mora, can score against Australia, like a pretty strong Aussie team, I'm feeling good. I wipe my ass with the result. I really don't care what happens. If we can break these guys down and score a good goal, I'd like it to be from open play. I'd like it to not be a, Australian own goal or something. Then I think mission accomplished. We learn nothing if we play Trinidad and Tobago or Bermuda. Like, oh, Mexico scored 3 goals. I don't care. Oh, this is a good-looking ball. Oh, my gosh. Good little moments here from Mateo Chavez. I love how aggressive he is. He seems like a very hothead player and always trying to force the issue, and I think Mexico needs that. I wouldn't really describe too many other players on the field right now as that adventurous or aggressive. Like, I mean, Luis Romo, definitely not. Alexis Vega, not with the Mexican national team, no. Pineda, not really. I don't think he's really like a force the issue guy. Fidalgo tries a pass in, but it's blocked. I barely said Fidalgo's name. We're 20 minutes in. Czechs are better than Australia? I actually would not agree with that. I don't think they are. I don't think they're better defensively either. They lost to the Faroe Islands, dude. In an official game. No. Korea just lost one of their center backs. Oh my god. What the dude, like Korea. Oh no, giveaway here. Metcalf is trying. Metcalf's been pretty good, I think, for Australia so far this game. First live stream from KY Castillo. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Jack, when this channel becomes your full-time job, is Liga MX content coming? Ooh, that's a good question. I would like to start with something more manageable, which is like the CONCACAF Champions Cup, because that way it's not like a huge, massive league with games every single weekend. It's like the best teams from MLS and Liga MX mainly. I think I need to start there. If I'm going to learn how to ride the bike, I need the training wheels in the beginning. So I'm going to do that where it's much more manageable. I don't really have to flex some sort of deep historical Liga MX knowledge because I have none. And then I build from there. Like, you know, when the Qatari government decides to acquire Deadball TV and I'm making $10 million a year tax-free and I move to Qatar and I have 3 homes, what I would like to do is have Connor and I cover the Sudamericana and the Libertadores. I'm not covering the Argentine League. Hell no, the footy is terrible. And I'm not covering the Brazilian Serie A either, because no. But I do want to cover the Libertadores. I feel like it's culturally important and, again, just more manageable. I get to watch the best Ecuador clubs, Colombian clubs, etc. That's really what I'd be more interested in. I don't want to watch Gremio play, I don't know, even play Vasco da Gama. Like, I'm just not that interested in that match. Unless it was in the Libertadores quarterfinal or something. That would be pretty cool. Oh, gosh. Block here from Fidalgo. Vega with more than... Vega. Oh, blocked. Okay. I think we have 7 shots and 6 have been blocked. By... Oh! Oh! Scary from Irvine there. Argentine league is ass. I just think the quality is not good. Do not take my word as law because I've basically only seen Boca Juniors and a few River games, but I was not impressed. I'm just going to put it that way. Was it as bad as the Peruvian league? No. No, nothing is as bad as watching Alianza Lima. My word. That... Woo! Marcelo Flores. Oh, he got like seriously injured? Oh, Mateo, blocked by Italiano. Would you do something different next season? For example, Premier League or championship predictions? Love the channel and your passion for football. Thank you, my friend. Would I do something differently? I would love to do more Prem content. I need to be full-time. If I'm not full-time, guys, it's probably going to be a similar schedule to what I've been doing. Although next year, I feel like I need to do more club content. And I think I want to do it focused on like CONCACAF and like CONMEBOL, like kind of get like club content, but inside of the... Oh, Jordan Boss with the freaking burners here. Oh my gosh. Luis Chavez barely caught up to him. That almost looked like Gareth Bale out there. That was pretty nice from Jordan Boss. Good tackle in the end. Memote doesn't even start for Pumas. There's no reason he should be here. Look, man, if you think I'm about to make the case, I'm not. Ooh, Alexis Vega, actually good ball there. Finally passes it forward with some goddamn conviction. Oh! Oh my gosh, Vega almost with a great header. It's a good save from Matt Ryan. Really, really good. Who put that cross in? I couldn't tell if it was Jorge Sanchez or Pineda or... Show the replay. Who put that pass in there? Luis Chavez about to take the corner here. It's not very good service. Matthew Leckie blocks it straight out. It was Luis Chavez. Luis Chavez having a good game. Why does this smell like a draw? Because it's Mexico, Australia, baby. I remember the draw last time. Looking back, the fact that we played Australia and then Uzbekistan in the same window, and it was a 2-2 draw and a 3-3 draw, I don't think I appreciated that enough in the moment. How freaking cool it was. Obviously, I would have liked to have gotten a win, but it was like, dude, Mexico's playing Uzbekistan. Like, this is pretty sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was actually a really good game. That compared to like the Belgium match, I did not think the Belgium game was that great from an entertainment standpoint. I mean, the performance was okay as well. I think it's being a little inflated to mean that like, oh, this is proof that like Belgium can't beat us. I'm like, dude, come on. Come on, man. Context is always important. Luis Romo ball over top. It's actually a good decision. He's got behind Harrington here across. Soutars puts it through for a corner. We're starting to see a little bit of success with that ball over top. I think it went to Jorge Sanchez there. Yeah, it was. Good ball from Romo. Jacker, is Australia struggling against our C team lineup? I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say they're doing super hot right now. Ball comes in. Oh, whoa. Oh my God, it went off the post. Johan Vasquez, I think, with a cabezazo. Wow, that is not what I was expecting Mexico to score from a set piece. Not like that. Wow, okay. Good for Johan. Damn, off the post and in. I think it's been coming. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think first 15 minutes were pretty even. I think last 10 has been pretty pro Mexico here. Okay, now Australia is going to have to open up a little bit. They should give us a bit more space in behind. Was that Luis Chavez with the ball in again? Has he been taking all the set pieces? It's a very good ball in. Show the replay. Show the replay, please. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, it was Vega with the ball in. Okay, Vega comes in. Damn, it like, who got beat there? I think Cercati got beat. No. Number 13. I can't tell. But okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say Mexico have been so much better to deserve a goal, but we got one. So let's see. Maybe Australia presses a little bit more. Here comes Jackson Irvine. It's a little bit more aggressive here. Popovich is staring in disappointment. Rangel's going to send it long. Pineda under pressure actually does quite well. I wish Fidalgo was a little less conservative. I mean, this is I'm pleasantly surprised. I am pleased with how this game has gone so far. I'm not completely stunned because I knew that we were going to have the ball because that's just how Australia are. But I think Luis Chavez has looked quite good. Mateo Chavez has looked quite good. I'm not pissed off at Luis Romo and Jorge Sanchez yet, which is always good. Mimote hasn't really done anything, but whatever. And here's Mexico winning in the 30th minute. Okay. Mateo Chavez. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. Luis Chavez to Pineda, who's completely like inverted here. Luis Chavez again. Luis Chavez is like, he looks like Tony Cruz this game. Like, this is insane. Like, every single time Mexico gets the ball, it's just going straight to Luis Chavez. He's got a magnet in his boot right now. Which I think he's handling the responsibility well. Right as I say that, he plays a stupid pass back to Rangel, but it's okay. We're not going to hold it against him. New set piece FC. I mean, Mexico's always been strong from set pieces. Like, that goal we just saw is exactly why I think we beat South Africa no matter what. Because they can't defend set pieces. How many set piece goals do we get? Like, it's insane. Jorge Sanchez against Belgium. This goal right here. Cesar Montes got 2 against Suriname. Edson Alvarez, Gold Cup final. I'm sure there's another one. I don't think the Swiss goals were from set pieces when we lost 2-4. Turkey was not a set piece goal. Nations League, well, we had a penalty. Chad, am I missing another one? Help me out here, guys. Ecuador was not a set piece. Uruguay was 0-0. Paraguay. Oh my gosh. Great save from Matt Ryan. And another good set piece from Mexico right there. That's a good save. That's a good save from Matt Ryan. Raul Jimenez free kick against the USA in a friendly. Water break here. The biggest stain on modern football. So how many, like, we don't score a ton of goals. I think I just went back to the Turkey friendlies, right? And I think we just listed 6 set piece goals. We've probably scored 16 during that time. I'm not counting Panama, Bolivia, Iceland, D teams. I mean, it's a significant portion of our goals. Don't forget the Canada one too. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh. Well, okay. Raul Jimenez, Canada. Raul Jimenez, USA. So that's 2 for Raul Jimenez. Penal against Panama. It's quite a few. Penal against Paraguay. My God. It's actually like, are we Arsenal? Holy shit. We might actually be Arsenal. Which this is exactly why I think we're going to beat South Africa. I don't think South Korea are like that good either at defending them. So I think it's an opportunity for us to get a goal there too. Czech Republic, I think they will hold it down from set pieces. I think Mexico would score a goal elsewhere. Korea's up 5-0 right now. Somebody tell Albert that, because he was depressed. He was like, dude, it's the 45th minute and we only have 1 goal or something. Mexinal? We are Mexinal, dude. Ooh, Saudi Arabia got a goal. They got a goal from somebody named Amandash. I don't even know who that is. Okay, South Korea. Son with 2 goals. Oh, that is important. Hwang Ki-chan with a penalty. Choge Sung with a goal as well. And the 5th one is also from Choge Sung. 2 goals for Choge Sung. Let me see. Let me see if the it's a water break, so I'm gonna switch my attention here. Let's see how many Trinidad starters I recognize in here. Let's see. Oh, damn. Okay. Is Judah Garcia like Levi Garcia's brother or something? They got Dante Seeley in here. Daniel Phillips. Oh, think I really recognize that many other guys. Kobe Henry. Okay, so maybe like a few starters, not really too many. I don't understand this about like some of the Caribbean teams and like the smaller nations. It's like y'all lose so many games. Shouldn't you play with the starters a little more often? You know what I'm saying? Think y'all could use a couple more reps together. Yeah, they're playing in Pasadena. There's a masked thief that just broke into my apartment here. I'm being robbed. Somebody call the Argentine police. Okay, no. Dude, who is number 13 on Australia? We unmasked Matthew Leckie. Now I got to know who this other guy is. Sutar long ball up to nobody. Offsides anyways on Motore. Bright start for Motore really is just kind of doled out as Australia. What is Australia's possession? I kind of want to see what their possession is right here. It is 16%. Oh my God. I mean, that's horrific by their standards. Like, that is just like, what is this? What is like the quality of these passes to Motore? Like, Cercati needs to become a better passer. Harry Sutar, my man's been out with, did he break his leg or something? He's been out for like a year, so I can understand why he's a little rusty. Cercati, man, you got to be better than that. That's diabolical. It is diabolical. Is Harrington the best passing Australian defender? He actually might be. Aiden O'Neill. Okay. Oh, Aiden O'Neill. Okay. I thought he had a knock. Maybe he was good enough to play. Australia and South Korea are playing in the States while Japan's last friendly is in Japan. Yeah, against Iceland, and I think it's going to be a send-off for Maya Yoshida, if I'm correct about that. Argentine police, probably the thieves. That's not as much of a joke as you think. They have less possession than Arsenal had. Yeah. Ooh. Why am I seeing Miguel Ayun suck on his thumbs? Oh, that's a painful one from Irvine. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Ouch. 1% more than Nicaragua against South Africa. Wow. Nicaragua had 15% possession. It's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting. Oh, telegraphed by Jordan Boss. Here comes Mexico. Hold on. I'm going to get to this chat in a second. Here comes Vega. Mateo Chavez. Overlap. Oh, he had the overlap. Oh, that's actually a good decision. Yeah, I don't know if Fidalgo is really a striker of the ball like that. No. Okay. And Australia just like desperately trying the long ball, and Mohamed Torres is not winning any of these. He's not getting good opportunities. I mean, these passes suck, quite frankly. Here comes Australia with the only bit of space they've had in a while. Here's another long ball of average quality at best, and Johan just bangs it up to Mateo Chavez. Mateo Chavez is really, really well done from Fidalgo and Mateo there. Tight space. They got multiple Aussies on him. Passed it out beautifully. Well done. Australia, this is just lethargic is what I would say. Hiring Aguirre is the best thing the FMF has done. He's getting the most out of really mid players and making Mexico as a whole play competitively compared to a few years ago. Yes. 100%. I think Javier Aguirre has achieved every objective that you would have placed upon him when he was hired. If you look at what he's been able to do versus Jimmy Lozano, versus Tata Martino, versus goddamn Diego Coca, even like maybe Coca didn't last long, but like if you were to put what the top 3 objectives were for all of those managers when they got hired, I think Aguirre's would have been win a Nations League, probably win the Gold Cup as well, and then prepare the team as best as possible for a home World Cup. And I think he has done all of that. This is why I beef with people online when they're like, Javier Aguirre, he has no identity. He doesn't know what to do with the players. Like, what? He clearly does have an identity. There's clearly a play style here. Like, what are you talking about? What more do you guys want him to do? I mean, like, look, I want it to be a bit more exciting from time to time. Some argue with the results, though. First Nations League that we ever won. Y'all want to argue against that? Oh, bad from Matthew Leckie there, man. The passing's been a little slow from him. I expect the U.S. to have most possession against Australia, but 16% against Mexico. Yeah, this is bad. Toluca versus Tigres is going to penalties. I think it's insane that, like, some of the players aren't with the club. I don't know. That's just insane to me. Harry Sutar with another long ball. This one is actually probably the best Australian long ball of the game, and Mo Torre can't bring it down. Here comes Alexis Vega again. I think Popovich is going to be really upset with Fidalgo with a freaking banger, and it's saved by Matt Ryan. Okay. That's what I want to see from Fidalgo. A little more pasión, a little more tempo here. Matt Ryan saw it all the way, but I mean, still, like, let it fly, baby. Come on. Here comes Jordan Boss. Oh, that's a touch of Piedra right there. You can tell Jordan Boss is a little frustrated that he probably has like 5 attempted passes in the 44th minute of the game. This man thinks he's the Australian Gareth Bale, and maybe he is the Australian Gareth Bale. I guess we're about to see. I'm very excited for what his career is going to be. Here's Harrington. Harrington has probably done the least defending of the Australian players in this game. I feel like most of Mexico's attacks are coming down Mateo Chavez's side, which makes sense because Jorge Sanchez cannot attack. A little bit of pressure from Romo here. Aiden O'Neill on the back foot. Sutar to Cercati. Excellent pressure from Mexico here. They called the foul on Johan, but that was really, really good pressure. Australians don't have any breathing space at all. Look at the Aussie players right now. Like, nobody is open. I guess they're just going to keep trying the long ball the whole freaking game, even though it's been really inaccurate. It's just misfire after misfire for Australia here. Any link to watch live, dude? I don't know. I don't know, man. How much extra time is there? Cercati, ball over top. Oh! No! Oh my God. Open net. And Mohamed Toure puts it wide. Very bad mistake from Mateo Chavez here. Oh my gosh, Toure has to score that. That is really bad. That is really, really bad. Yeah, you should be in disbelief. That was shit. Wow. Okay, well, that that could have been bad. That could have been really freaking bad. I'm not sure how Australians are feeling about that right now. They're probably like, bring back Mitchell Duke. Mitchell Duke probably would have scored that, to be fair. Yeah, it's just not a good. Mateo Chavez is turning around looking at Rankel. Rankel's like, dude, you just headered it like it was like the worst headed clearance ever. Oh, you know Aguirre is like, y'all pull this bullshit against South Korea in the group stage, I swear. Probably like 30 seconds left here in the half. Well, at least we got one highlight from the Aussies. Mo Toure, bro. You've been starving for service the whole game, and then you get an open net. Man, I would be upset if my teammate in pickup had a miss like that. And that's halftime. Spurs won. Okay. Apart from the diabolical mistake, Chavez had a good game. Yeah. Very unlucky for Toure. I don't know if that was unlucky. I think it was just bad. Like, I don't know, man. You get paid a lot of money to just score goals. Drinking the whole Atlantic Ocean. Valupale would have scored that. Oh, I wonder what Australian Twitter's saying right now. What time is it for the Aussies? It's got to be like really, really early, right? They're talking about Mateo Chavez. He just. Did you see Sardar Azmun's comeback? Man, I don't believe anything I see on the internet anymore. Mateo Chavez. Sardar Azmun's coming back to Iran. Oh, just kidding. He's out again. No, this time he's really back. Oh no, actually, this time he's definitely banned. I don't know, man. When I see a selfie of him and Mehdi Taremi together on the training ground, I will believe it. Until then, I'm just like, all right, whatever. I hope he comes back, but you want me to help you? 90% of Aussie Twitter is blaming Matthew Leckie. Oh, actually, hold on. I want to see that. Thoughts on Atleti's Twitter trolling? I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Some people were like, well, when I say some people, mainly Barcelona fans, they're like, this is the most embarrassing behavior I've ever seen. Which is why I can't stand Barcelona fans. Let me see. Let's see what Australian. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm seeing the Marcelo. Oh, oh, oh my God! That injury looks really bad. Oh my God. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, poor guy. Jesus, no, that's terrible. Cho Yu-min got hurt for South Korea. Billy Gilmore got hurt today for Scotland. That one is like inexcusable. Huh. I'm looking at this tweet that says, the more I think about it, the more I expect Canada to draw Bosnia, beat Qatar, and beat Switzerland to win the group. 9 points just seems a little far-fetched. Like, Canadians expecting 9 is stupid. If you get 9, awesome, celebrate it, but that's kind of dumb. Like, y'all have never won a game at the World Cup. You want 9 points. Don't be like the Egyptians, dude. Don't be like the Egyptians who are like, we're going to win every game and then make a quarterfinal. Bro, you've never won a game at the tournament. If you do it, congratulations. Don't be stupid and make that the expectation, man. Please. Yeah, the don't be shocked guy. Exactly. Canada beating Switzerland would be Canada's best win, arguably ever. Minimum, it's top 2 ever. Yeah, it would be insane. I mean, I'm thinking back to the other results. What other like amazing result? What is better than Switzerland? Do Canada have a better win than Switzerland? Is there something I'm not thinking of right here off the top of my head, y'all? Chat, let me know. Am I getting old and I'm just forgetting stuff now? Because that's totally possible. Pretty sure that's going to be their best ever win. Colombia Gold Cup? Nah, man. No. Switzerland is bigger than that, I think. First off, what squad did Colombia bring to the 2000 Gold Cup final? If I'm not mistaken, it was kind of like a mixed team. I don't know if they brought the full squad. You would only say that one is more significant because it was for a trophy, but you wouldn't say, I don't think you'd say the opponent. I would love to pull up that roster actually, but no, if I start messing with the tabs, my mic's going to disconnect. Bosnia aren't an easy team. Yeah, I kind of had them scraping a victory there, but I think a 1-1 is very possible. Last time we played Mexico, we scammed a draw. Who's we? Canada? That's not true. Are you talking about Australia? Iracunda on at halftime. Leckie's passed it, unfortunately. Yeah. That's why I was kind of stunned. But if you missed that part in the chat, I was like, is that Matthew Leckie? Like, wow, okay. I mean, thank you for your service in 2022, but it's time, brother. It's time. Oh, Australia scammed the draw last time. Yeah, I remember Martin Boyle had a penalty. I don't remember what happened on the other goal. I think it was Harry Sutar. Are you going to live stream Uzbekistan versus Canada? Yes, I will, 100%. Have you heard of UEFA's new qualification format? I was listening to the International Football Pod. I didn't get to finish the episode, but they mentioned it in the beginning. Sounds like they're going to have like two phases. Like two phases, two tables, but one table has 30 teams and the other has 48 or 18 teams. What am I saying? Jesus Christ. Let me do a lap around the apartment. Let me do some push-ups real quick. Ecuador versus Saudi thoughts. I thought Saudi Arabia looked exactly like I thought Saudi Arabia would look. Estupiñán was pretty bad by his standards, and so was Nilson Angulo. I stopped watching in minute 50, so I have no idea what happened after that. Jack, is this a Mexico A team or B plus team? It's a B team. It's a B team. Toluca are champions. Wow. Okay. Not a good evening for Marcelo Flores, is it? Poor guy. I feel so bad for that man. He got way too popular as a young player. It always felt very uncomfortable. I don't even like talking about, Kevin Sullivan or Gilberto Mora or Elias Montiel, any of these guys. I try to just I'm not trying to add on to that conversation. There's enough fuel there. Like, there were people saying Marcelo might be like the savior for 2022. Who's the dude on ESPN? I still remember he said that like Marcelo would be like the most important player at Qatar. It's like, why are you saying that? He's a child. Crazy. Australia fast as hell? Yeah, I suppose. Korea beating Trinidad 5-0 is not a shocker. No, that's not a shocker at all. Switzerland versus Jordan match tomorrow, ? Depends on how I feel, but probably. All right, man, I'm hitting the hay. Good night from Bolivia. Good night, KY. I did not know I had some Boliviano subscribers. Makes me happy. Thank you for jumping in the screen, man. I'll see you on the next one. Which guy on ESPN? The dude who does work with Hercules Gomez on Fútbol Americas. It's Hercules Gomez, Sebastian Salazar, and the third guy. It was the third guy. Did you see the dual nationals for Iraq? They play in MLS, Scottish Prem, and the Bundesliga. No, I did not. The Spurs just saved basketball because they have an alien on their team. What country would you support in this World Cup, Deadball? Well, I'm going to support Mexico, obviously. I would always love for the Asian national teams to do very well. I hope Canada does well. I would really, really like them to make the knockouts and win a knockout game. I think that'd be really cool. I'm definitely supporting Colombia as well because I kind of think this is their last shot. I kind of feel, dude, I mean, a lot of the teams. Basically, like, as long as you're not a super, super popular, like, European giant, I probably want to see you succeed. Who do I have the most emotional connection to? Yeah, Japan, definitely. I wouldn't say I'm emotionally connected to Colombia. I just really have enjoyed watching them for the last 4 years, and I hope that the story ends well. I really, really like Ecuador too. I just don't like the footy as much, but I will sit there and I will watch the games, and that will be that. And I think Senegal is the team I'm rooting for the hardest from Africa, but I really hope that Cote d'Ivoire do well at the same time because They got a really young, fun team. So, obviously Mexico is always priority number one. And then I can convince myself to support, some of the other teams based on storylines or where they are as a generation, what's at stake, things like that. Thoughts on Volpato on Australia squad now? I talked about this already at the beginning. I think it's good, but I don't think he's really a game changer. And if he actually was laughing at Australia for losing a game, I think that's crazy and he should not play. I don't see Australia getting 3 points versus any team in Group D. Honestly, thoughts? I do, and I think they will. It's just not pretty. Like, Australia ball does suck. Like, Popovich ball sucks. It's really grueling. But I think they're just going to defend and play long balls in 3 games in a row. And I think it's going to beat someone, and I think it's going to be the United States is who it ultimately comes against. I will be very surprised if they picked up 2 wins. I don't see that as a possibility. 4 or 5 points is the range that I see. No, I should say no. I mean, it could definitely be lower. 1 to 5 points is what I see for the Aussies at the World Cup. I'm going with 4. Any more, 5 or more would be insane. I mean, 6 points. Oh my God. Like, that's, I don't see that, but they did it last time. They're just very tough because of their play style. They can be crap for 88 minutes and then just score. Like, and that's, that's kind of why I am bullish on them, because they don't need to break you down. They don't need to be flashy. Yeah, they conceded a set piece goal here. And if typically they don't concede set piece goals, and if they concede set piece goals at the World Cup, they are screwed. The defense has to hold. It's the only way. The defense has to hold. Genuinely curious if this is your full-time job. IDK, if I could work a 9 to 5 and watch as much football as you do. Danny, it is not my full-time job. I would love for it to be a full-time job. I'd have so many freaking ideas for content that I would love to do. I just don't have time. I just really want it. This is something that I really want to make work. It's a dream of mine that I've had to grow the channel, grow the community, cover the sport. I think there's so many things in football that nobody talks about, and it always bothered me growing up. And now I have a chance to do it myself, right? Like, I'm Thanos. The goal is to go full time, and I hope I can do that as soon as possible. We have a sponsor now on the channel. Shout out to FanDuel. So I'm very, very happy and very appreciative that they liked the content that much to pick up the channel. Step 1 on the path towards monetization and realizing this full time. I would love to do something like for ESPN. I think that'd be so fun. Fox Sports would be fire. Anything. Honestly, I would do anything. Jake says, I got no faith in Korea, man. Yeah. Not a lot of Korean fans are like, I was making fun of Albert again. Shout out to him, because he was like, round of 16 minimum. And I'm like, bro, round of 16 minimum? You said you guys suck. I'm so confused. If you suck, it can't be round of 16 and you suck. Like, that's round of 16 would be really good for Korea. Winning a knockout game would be really good for Korea. Message from Chris here. I just want to say I'm a huge new fan of yours. Ever since the World Cup group stage got released, I admire the talent that you have for this, and I wish you nothing but blessings. Hope you reach 100K. It's a very, very sweet message, Christopher. I do appreciate that a lot. And I hope the content doesn't get boring. I'm going to always have to shake things up, keep things new and interesting. So plenty of stuff to look forward to, man. It's crazy that I've made probably 30 hours of World Cup content, and the tournament hasn't started. Like, it hasn't started. And I'm doing the same thing for the Asian Cup. I might try to do more Gold Cup hype stuff going into the tournament because I do love CONCACAF. I really, really want CONCACAF to like glow up, you know? And rather than complain about it, about how the major networks won't say anything, like I'll just say stuff, you know? I'll do some like early predictions, some storylines, some mock draws, stuff like that. Try to build up hype for it. What are your thoughts on Turkey versus Venezuela? I don't have any thoughts on that at all. Has that game happened already? Basically every country except the top teams. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Thoughts on Kadir Barria being snubbed in the Panama World Cup roster? Okay. Everybody get ready for the non-Panamanian opinion on a promising Panamanian young kid not getting called into the squad. When I watched him with South Africa, he was bad. That's the only thing I know about him. I don't know what he's doing for club level. Maybe he's killing it. Maybe he's league top goal scorer. I don't know what is happening. I'm uninformed. I'm uneducated. I've seen 60 minutes against South Africa from this man, or however many he played in that game. And I wasn't impressed. And I think Thomas Christensen is saying, you know what? Maybe it's too soon. I'm going to roll with the guys that have gotten me here, even though they're not reliable. Would it have been beneficial to include him? Probably. Do I think Christensen should be sacked? No, I don't. That is the non-Panamanian, uneducated opinion on this question. Next question. Big team with the highest chance of getting grouped. I would say the biggest chance of getting grouped. I'm assuming you're talking like pot 1 teams. Because do you consider Morocco and Senegal to be valid answers to this question? I wonder. Do you consider the United States to be a valid answer here? Oh my gosh, Australia actually attacked. Oh my God, they're actually there's actually a little something here. Johan Vasquez blocks the wow. Okay, Australia get an attack in the opening 30 seconds, something that we barely saw. God damn, that is Matthew Leckie. Will you look at that? We know you're a U.S. men's national team hater. I'm not a U.S. men's national team hater. I don't hate the USA. I think that'd be kind of corny. Do I like the fan base? Not really. But no, I don't hate the team. Like, I don't want them to be awful. I want them to do worse than Mexico at all times. I want them to lose when they play Japan. I want them to lose when they play Uzbekistan. If they played Ecuador in a Copa America semifinal, oh, yeah, I think I would go for Ecuador. But I don't hate the States. I don't hate the States. I don't hate watch the States. Cercati and Luis Romo are fighting, by the way, in case anybody was interested. You're Panamanian, let's be honest. I am closer to being Panamanian than I am a U.S. men's national team hater. Paraguay is a sleeper. 90% of the people think they finished 4th, but they survived. They're definitely being slept on. Ball comes in, it's not very good. Damn, I didn't see a graphic for the substitutions or anything, but that's Santi Jimenez who just cleared that ball. Who else? Is that Bryant? No, that's Fidalgo. Oh, Motore. That's a better shot from him. Oh my gosh. Rocket from far away. And Memo effing Ochoa. I need to lock in. I need to lock in here. Oh, God. Super chat from Miggy Jack. Which African national team would Japan struggle with the most at the World Cup? I think it would be one of the. I'm going to say Senegal would cause them more problems than Morocco. Oh, my gosh. Memo Ochoa gets a hand on it. Damn. Okay. This second half is popping off. Australia. What did Popovich tell them to take the first 45 minutes off? What's going on? Jordan Boss out wide. Here we go. Back to him now. Chino Huerta's in the game. I missed all of these substitutions. I was yapping hard. Chino Huerta with a good defensive play, forcing Australia back. Okay, I'm locked in, chat. I'm locked in here. Santi Jimenez applying the pressure. It's a good turn. It's a good turn from Australia. Metcalf back to Cercati. He plays it up. Now it's back to him. Mexico got a pretty good shape here. Oh, Mohamed Torres running. Memo Ochoa sends it long. That's got to feel good for Memo Ochoa, getting that dive and save. Oh, here we go. There's a little bit of space here. I think it's Matthew Leckie for Mohamed Toure. Australia is keeping it still. Jordan Boss floated in. I think Edson with the diving header there. Yeah. Santi Jimenez can't control it. Jordan Boss, good body. Good body against Fidalgo. Ref says play on. Y'all a bunch of grown men. Jordan Boss doesn't really go for the give and go there. And here comes Mexico. I believe that's Israel Reyes now, number 15. So looks like at least 4 substitutions for Mexico to start this second half. Australia can get a draw with Paraguay? Yeah. Yeah, they can. Neither team is a possession team. I don't know what's about to happen there. Like, I really don't. I think Paraguay's the favorite, but because Paraguay's got goals in the midfield as well. Somehow Jackson Irvine does score a weirdly high amount of goals for Australia. It's kind of cooled off recently, but like 2024, this man was scoring every single game for the Socceroos, and it defied logic. I love Jackson Irvine, so I was hype about it. Long ball from Sutar, Luis Romo. Here's Vega again. Vega. Here we go. That's a great find. Luis Chavez tries to ping one out for Chino Huerta, but it's intercepted, and the ball's going long. Mohamed Toure, he does have Edson. He beats Edson here. He's got Johan. He's got no help is what he's got. Oh, and it's a excellent block from Johan Vasquez. Not Mohamed Toure's best game, is it, folks? I mean, he did really well to hold Edson off the ball there, but the passing has got to be better. Like, where's the final product? Pass or shoot? It's just mid. Not even mid. It's bad in this game. This is a fun half, though. This is the most exciting Australia game I have ever watched in the history of the channel. And I think I've done like 10 Australia watch-alongs. I swear. Oh, the ball is there. No. Oh, Chino. Oh! Are they going to call a foul? No way. Wow, they're calling Chino Huerta the yellow card. I would have just gone no foul there. I don't know. It just looked like they hit each other. Let's see this again. That's a weird one because Jordan Boss kind of like steps in front. Dangerous opportunity here for the Socceroos. My God, they've been possessed. Water break. Got to stay hydrated, folks. Metcalf standing over the ball. I don't know. You just put this thing on target. I can't believe we haven't seen Nestor Iracunda yet. Aiden O'Neal. You're probably talking about kangaroos and stuff. Saltwater crocs. Here we go. Aiden O'Neal floating it in. Sutar. Ooh, he does win it. And Memo Ochoa collects pretty well. And the crowd freaking loves it. I love it too. I can't lie. Okay. It is clearly a little more aggressive from Australia now. But this should leave more space. Like here's Chino. I can't get by. Jordan Boss. Fidalgo kind of recovers well. Mora, Montes, Quinones, Gallardo, and I can't remember. I couldn't tell who the fifth guy was, but do you live in the USA? Would assume you support your country too. No, I do not live in the USA. I live in Argentina. And I mean, yeah, I want my country to do well. Of course I do. But just not when it comes to the US men's national team. I don't think that makes me a turncoat. You know, my familial background hails from different parts of the world, and I chose to support one over the other, and I think that's totally fine. I said this in other videos many times. I support the US and everything else. I'm a huge Team USA fan. Olympics come around, I'm going for the USA. Especially, you know, in events like wrestling and stuff that, you know, sports I used to do. I love Team USA. Just not the US men's national team. And if that doesn't make sense to you, it's okay. It doesn't need to make sense to you. It makes sense to me. Here we go. Let's see if Australia can get something here. O'Neal with another one. Sutar goes off the back of Edson. Gabino says he's got oh my god, I'm 14 minutes back in the chat. Oh my gosh. How does this always happen? Ball comes in, cleared by Vega. Australia will get another crack at it. Oh. Oh my gosh, I'm so ridiculously far back in the chat. Jack made his choice like Obed. That is freaking hilarious. Okay, suits are on the ball. I mean, this has been a very pro Australia first 11 minutes. Mexico's attack hasn't really generated anything. Here comes Sutar. The long balls are getting, they're getting a little more accurate. You know, I wouldn't say it's exactly where it needs to be, but it's getting a little better for the Aussies. Jack MAGA confirmed. You got me. You got me. What did I say that what did I say that caused you to reach that conclusion? Did I mention tariffs? Is that if I talked about how much I love tariffs? Harrington on the ball here. Gosh, there's so many anuncios on Tudene. It's ridiculous. Are they going to be doing this in the World Cup? I guess I'm going to have Argentine. I guess I'm going to. I didn't think about that. Like, this would be my first World Cup where I'm not watching in English. I'll be watching everything in not Mexican commentary, but Argentine commentary. Oh, that's kind of a ridiculous call. Oh, Mohamed Toure is furious. I mean, I can kind of understand why because Edson's like kind of grabbing him in the face but I mean, he's going to get carded here. Gilberto Mora, Lira. Oh, okay. So it's a new team. It's a new team basically. Edson's coming off for Montes. That makes complete sense. Fidalgo's coming off for Mora. That makes sense. Gallardo's coming in for Mateo Chavez. Makes sense. I don't like it, but sure. Lira's coming in for Luis Chavez. Very good first half from Luis Chavez. Nobody's done anything in the second half for Mexico, so whatever. Maybe these subs are well timed. Good game from Mateo Chavez as well. I thought Edson had a couple good moments. He did have that slip up against Mohamed Toure, but not as good as Johan in this game. Not just because Johan got the goal, but Johan's had more defensive stops at crucial moments. Do you think Israel Reyes will go to Europe after the World Cup? I think he should. I think he's clearly good enough. Will he? You know, unfortunately, the Liga MX owners don't call me about player transfers. I wish they did because I would be saying yes a lot more often. Okay. Long ball for Mexico here is just going to go out. That's from Montes. His first long pass of the game. Jack, they talking down on your name in the chat, are they? Tack over Jack. Damn, dude. You guys are going to hurt my feelings. I mean, Tack does have more subs than me. So this is I can understand. I got to earn my stripes. That's okay. I'll win you guys over eventually. Damn, D-Dog is furious, dude. D-Dog mad as hell. What did I do to you? Bro, I don't trust anybody who comments ha 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 with multiple H's. I don't trust anybody who does that. I think D-Dog needs a friend. Chat, be nice to D-Dog. I think he's having a rough day. Maybe he just got dumped. I don't know. Tag don't have the melee distributions though. I didn't even mean to highlight that comment, but that was hilarious. Yeah. The difference between me and Filippo is I'm supported by multiple governments to pay for my obviously luxurious standard of living. And he has to earn his money on an hourly wage, which makes me better than him. Okay, Australia kind of going for it again. Gallardo does well. Oh my, well, as the second I said that, it's actually a terrible pass. Aidan O'Neill picks it off. Do you think this will be the starting back line for Mexico? Yes, probably the 4 players on the pitch right now will be Mexico's starting back line at the World Cup. Yes. See, S27 says that he'll be D-Dog's friend. I think that's important. Tack has Brazil in his corner. Too much corruption in Brazil. He's not seeing a dime from that. Tack has the Bolsonaro bucks. Bro just called Tack a W2. Oh my God. El Tigre says he might be the only Gallardo supporter in the chat. I'm not a Gallardo hater. I don't hate him. You know, and this is documented, man. You guys can pull up my collab video I did with Football Asada after the 2023 Gold Cup. Me and Chris had an argument about Gallardo because Gallardo made a mistake against Panama in the final that almost made them score. And I was like, okay, valid, but he actually had a pretty good tournament. Damn, I got the laser pointers out at Matt Ryan. Did he really get hit that hard? I mean, he got hit with like his tricep. It wasn't even like an elbow. It was literally, why is he checking his head like anything is going to be there? This is a little embarrassing. I like Matt Ryan, but like, dude, come on, man. No, this is embarrassing. This is a little embarrassing. He's checking for blood right now. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, here comes Velupale, Ocon. Aiden Hrustic, and I don't know who the other guy is. Truin. Not ringing a bell. Truin. Yo, Jack, my friend went to Japan to get a wife. Is that the play? I think your friend's gonna struggle a lot to get a Japanese wife. I don't think they want Americans really like that. And if he does get a Japanese wife, she's gonna want to stay in Japan, and your friend is never going to be seen again because they're like Argentines. They don't really want to leave that often. Very strong cultural ties to their home. So, yeah. I would say best of luck. Japan, that's going to be a tough dating market. Okay, here's an opportunity here for Australia. rare opportunity of space. Is it? Oh my gosh! It's a great save for Memo Ochoa. Oh my goodness. Dude, he's got like 2 good saves. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was Aiden O'Neill with the shot. It's actually really well created by Australia there. That's one of the few times the Mexican midfield has just not been present. Like they actually got bypassed a little bit. That was really good from Australia, and it's a great save from Memo. He had that one kind of diving save, and now he's got the point blank one there. Here comes Chino Huerta. I need to see a little something from Chino, man. Like, come on, bro. Please give me something here. I have not seen the replay of Bosnia versus Macedonia, so I don't know if they actually played really well. Sub Jack, what's up, Luna? Radiation Sandwich says trash subs from Popovich. Prime Ochoa is back, says multiple people. Truin with the ball in. Oh, it's Krustic. He didn't even connect. Oh, it actually wasn't even Ochoa. I think Israel Reyes blocked that. Dude, he's a dog. He's a freaking dog. I've never been a big Krustic fan. Honestly, I just don't think he's that good. Oh, that's a great recovery from Jackson Irvine. Oh my gosh. I think he just tackled Mora. Be careful, please. We need that guy for the World Cup, Mr. Irvine. Filipole, what in God's name was that? Israel Reyes, man, what a freaking beast. What a freaking beast. Yeah, that's a pretty vintage Irvine tackle right there. You know what? I didn't like these Australian jerseys when they were released. I like them though. I do enjoy them. I think they look pretty cool. Hopefully they wear them at the Asian Cup. Who just lost the ball? Was that Santi? God damn, Santi, come on. Long ball over top to Jordan Boss. Chino Huerta is marking him. Good defense from Chino there. Harrington. Oh, dangerous moment there from Australia. Cercati, man. I'm telling y'all, if he learns how to pass better, he's going to be a top center back. He's got to improve his distribution, though. Yeah, I'm behind in the chat, but I'm seeing the dude. Israel Reyes is a beast, man. He's one of my favorite Mexican players right now. He really I'm struggling to recall when he was bad for the Selección. I'm trying to remember a really bad Israel Reyes performance. And nothing is coming to mind. I think he's been very good for the national team. Jackson Irvine trying to take out a teenager. I mean, Jake, what is he supposed to? You got to tackle him, right? Like, you can't just be like, oh, Gilberto Mora's young. Let me let him score. You kind of got to take him out, right? Jack out here with the 2025 Dracula movie remake lineup. What the hell does that mean, Greg? What does that mean? Is it because I look like a vampire? Am I looking like hella translucent? I probably am. I've been in winter for like a year and a half. I keep traveling to different hemispheres during the winter. It's bad. Yeah, last year's jersey was better. Jack, how weird is it to see my country, Australia, keep possession? Yeah, I mean, something about it doesn't feel natural, but I'm sure you and your countrymen are like, thank God, finally. I mean, that first half was really, really poor. I'm not going to say Australia haven't generated chances though. I mean, they've probably had like two really good chances. I think Mexico have had, geez, I mean, probably one really good chance, but Mexico have had a lot more like mini chances. A lot of our shots were getting blocked, especially in the first half. Johan's coming off. Okay. I mean, good game from him. Rafa Marquez is like, I told him to do that. Just like I drew it up in training. Gomez going back there. Okay, let's see how he copes with this because Australia are attacking quite well now. Oh, Chino with the nutmeg there. Oh, refs his play on. He did nutmeg Harrington though. Lira tackles Jordan Boss. Here comes Quinones going the other way. Australia do recover. They have a lot of guys back. Damn near the whole team is back. Chino and Santi are ghosts right now. Santi is a complete ghost, but when you're a striker, you just need the goal, man. Just need the goal. When are you coming to Australia? Ooh. I would love to. Koalas are my favorite animal. I would really love to hold a koala. It's like one of my life goals. I love wombats too. I think the most underrated animal in the world is a wombat. Like these things are so freaking cute and everyone's talking about pandas and I don't know, golden retrievers and like sure, like they're cool as well, but telling y'all wombats are freaking adorable. And I would like to go pet one as well. It'll probably be after the Asian Cup. Oh! Oh! Cancelado? Nobody's. Oh, there goes Montes. Him and Lira are definitely the hotheads in this team. Why is it anulado? Was it maybe the ball was that Mora with the goal? Oh, that would have been cool. I can see Jackson Irvine telling people to F off. Cercati and Santi are talking. They've probably gone to battle a couple times in Serie A this year. I wonder if they're speaking in English. Probably. I don't know. Does Santi Jimenez speak Italian? Okay, I'm looking at FootMob, and FootMob says 2-0, so I'm a little confused here because my scoreboard says 1-0. So I guess it's going to get taken again? Oh, the ref was yeah, you can't play that. You can't play that. Watch Mexico score again. That would be insane. All right, water break. All right, watch Mexico score again. This is about to be crazy. Oh my God, Santi Jimenez. Is Santi about to take this? Mora. Oh, blocked. Damn. Okay, that would have been kind of hype. That would have been kind of hype. Goal scored, canceled, immediate free kick banger, top bins. Oh yeah, Mexico's back, baby. Reyes down to Chino. That's not actually a great ball to Chino. Chino does well to keep that in. Oh, Reyes just slips, keeps the ball in. Santi, Jackson Irvine on him. Okay. Here we go. Mora. Gallardo is going to put a ball in. It's actually good looking. Oh, I don't know if Santi saw it. I think he beats Harrington. And Chino's doing battle with Jordan Boss, but it's going to go out. Alienta con sabor. Bro is drinking the ocean. Yeah, pretty much. It's just more cost effective. Flores tore his ACL. Is that confirmed? No way. Classic football mistake. Are there a bunch of salty Aussies in the chat? I don't think so. I don't see too many. Pandas suck. But they don't suck. They're just like, there's a lot of cute animals out there, and I think we need to give some proper respect to the rest of the animal kingdom. Jack, will you do watch-alongs for every blockbuster or top countries facing each other in every group? I mean, dude, I'm gonna do as many. I will do all of the big games, and I will do other watch-alongs as long as I feel physically and emotionally able to do it. If I feel like I'm completely burnt out, then I probably won't. I'll probably just watch it and do a match reaction. It kind of depends. I need my sleep schedule and like my recovery. Like, I don't know. I need to start taking ashwagandha, and Nestor Raccoon comes in with 10 minutes left. Dude, Popovich, bro, this pisses me off. Like, it's just a lover of Asian football. This pisses me off. To treat arguably your second best player like this. But yeah, no, the plan is to do a lot. The plan is to do a lot. If I'm not live, then you'll just hear like my post-match recaps, kind of like what I did for the last international window, because there were too many games and I couldn't watch them all. And that last window in March, that final Tuesday, I watched games from like 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. Ooh, Santi does well there. And then he just goes down a little too easily. He carried the ball well, but yeah, I think he just went down too easily there. God, this makes me want to play footy so bad. That was really stupid from Aziz Behich. Like, really, really stupid. Good pressure from Quinones. Australia, they're kind of flustered here. They don't really have anywhere to go. And it's a turnover. Excellent, excellent. Nah, I think we could have done a little better there. Okay, we got it back. We got it back. Reyes. Mora sprinting his ass off. Back to Chino now. Faster, boys. Let's go. He's offsides. God damn it. It's just a mistake from Reyes. The pressure was good, but then I don't know what went wrong over there. It just, that should have resulted in a shot. If you're forcing a turnover against Australia right outside their box, intercepting one of their CBs. That needs to be a shot. I don't care if it's a goal, but just, shot creating opportunity. It's a little disappointing. Montes fouls Iracunda, so Iracunda's already contributed more than Mohamed Toure did in the entire game. I'm kind of kidding. I like Mohamed Toure, but not a good game from him. I think they need to play together. That's always been my opinion, is I think both of them together is the best option. Oh, shit. How many subs do we have? 32,700. Damn, I've gotten like 50 during this game. Ooh, interception here. Mora on the ball. It's not good. Velupele's running. He's running. He plays it down to Iracunda. Great step from Montes. It's not a great ball from Velupele. Chino Huerta. I mean, there's a lot of effort here, but it's also just a lot of back passes. I think Lira kind of gets saved there. I love the Socceroos nickname. Maybe the best in international football behind the Tall Blacks. The Tall Blacks? The All Blacks? Who are the Tall Blacks? The Tall Blacks? That's something else, dude. That's a different sport. The Tall Blacks. My favorites, I love the Socceroos. Eagles of Carthage goes ridiculously hard for Tunisia. I mean, Samurai Blue, pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. Little Sutar Jimenez fight. Australia just always want to like squabble, dude. I freaking love it, honestly. Oh. After watching this game, are you more confident in Paraguay against Australia? I've always thought Paraguay is more likely to win. I will be pretty freaking shocked if Australia win and it's not like a Sutar set piece goal. That will surprise me a lot. What is Bayage doing? Damn, friendly my ass. Now we're getting bottles thrown at Bayage. I mean, Australia. Oh, gosh. Gallardo almost had it there. Okay. Here we go. One-on-one. Ball comes through. Oh. Damn. Actually, Chino Huerta with a very important defensive intervention there. Offense hasn't really been there, like, at all from him. Honestly, we didn't really see anything from him or Pineda. A lot of strong names in Africa. Yeah. Senegal. Indomitable Lions. Oh, my gosh. He's wide open. Why is Swiss wide open? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Who was that? I think that was Truin. I don't know how that doesn't result in a shot. It's I'll save my thoughts for the end. But yes, African nicknames go very hard. Israel Reyes on the ball. I feel like Mexico don't like how easy Australia is getting stuff right now. Lira up, trying to find Mora. I think Sutar's actually been pretty solid in his first Socceroos game in a year. I think it's a pretty big deal that Harrington has played the full 90 as well. I think that says a lot about Popovich's intent. Jackson Irvine, of all people, oh my gosh, he's actually doing quite well. He actually does very well here. Very well interplay. What am I watching? Am I watching Spain or Australia? Oh my goodness. That was very good. Like, I just have one question. Where was this in the first half from Australia? They're actually giving Mexico legitimate problems. Where was this? I'd be very, very annoyed if I was a Socceroos fan. Because this is the potential of this team. I mean, make no mistake, Mexico is a very good defensive side, borderline elite. And they're kind of getting what they want here. Israel Reyes, great defense again. Freaking beast. Gilberto Mora brought down. There's going to be a couple more subs here. Mabil's coming in for Cameron Burgess. What? Why? What the fuck? Why are you making a center back change with 40 seconds left? What are you doing? Is there something I don't understand about the sport? Why? Oh, Chino! No. Shot. Was that really that bad of a shot from Eric Lira? Oh my God. I think he was onside, right? Oh no, they called offsides. Damn. Chino Huerta, I think, really, really needs a goal. He and Santi both really need a goal. Yeah, he was off. The touch was a little heavy. Damn it. Nestor Racuna can jump high. All right, we are in the final 5 minutes, so I'm probably going to avoid the chat as much as possible for any spoilers. Israel Reyes passing it back. Memo Ochoa out of bounds. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not bad. I think I can be up in time for the Switzerland game. I think I might be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure from Australia, so Memo's taking his time. Long ball up to Quinones. Lira out. They're kind of looking for somebody. I mean, Australia kind of got to go for it. I wouldn't kill yourself, trying to get the equalizer here. It's right before the World Cup. That's a really good ball down, actually, though. Mexico have the entire team defending. This will be disappointing if Australia can generate something here, and I just don't think they have the personnel for it. So they're going to wiggle their way around and try to find something. And yeah, now it's back to Cameron Burgess. And I just think this is exactly what Mexico wants to do. Like, I don't think Australia can break down anybody. So we should absolutely see this game out. It's a good searching ball from Sutar. I don't really know what Quinones' positioning is on that. Long ball from Mexico. This might, I thought there might be something there. Hrustic, Australia's 10, passing it backwards with 2 minutes left. Things you don't like to see. I think we're watching a mother and her daughter, and it looked like the daughter was going to drink the cerveza for a second. That was funny. Okay, some people leaving the stadium already. I wonder how much tickets were for this game. I think Mexico's just going to see this one out, guys. $200 for the game. I mean, I don't think this was a bad game. I don't know if I'm crazy for saying that. I actually enjoyed this match. I quite enjoyed this one. Is it worth $200? I don't know if it's worth $200, but I probably would have paid, if I paid like $130, I would have been like, okay, yeah, money well spent. 200, I've been like, but I mean, it's been I mean, paying 200 to see Australia, period, is kind of like a scary thought. Long ball coming in. Chino puts it behind for a corner. This would be a little disappointing if this goes in. I would say for a pre-World Cup friendly, this is very physical and heated. And it's not really a surprise because that's kind of one of the fortes of Javier Aguirre, Mexico. And that's the game. It's a good win for Mexico. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good warm-up. It was very physical and heated. I think we're going to see both of these teams have a lot of similar bust-ups with their opponents at the World Cup. I am extremely happy and encouraged that Mexico scored a set-piece goal. I think that's freaking fire because I would not have expected that to be possible against Australia, given how good they are from those situations. I would give the first half utter domination to Mexico, probably an 8 out of 10 Mexican performance. I would give the second half, Australia were the better team for sure in the second half. I would say significantly better. Second half was like a 3.5, maybe a 4 out of 10 from Mexico. I think a more talented team offensively is making us pay. So I don't love that. So I'm going to split the difference and say it was a 6 out of 10 performance. I think Clips is saying it very well here. Set piece kings. We are Arsenal, basically. And that's okay because if we score every single goal off a corner or a penalty or a free kick and it takes Mexico to, dare I say, a quarterfinal, none of us will care. Do what you got to do. Do what you're good at. This is what we're good at. So we need to double down. Australia will feel really disappointed that they conceded that way because other than that, I think Mexico created some half chances in there. I'm trying to think of like a really clear opportunity for Mexico. And nothing is really coming to mind. You guys let me know in the chat if I'm just totally forgetting something here. Um, but Reyes with the clutch save. Yeah, I would probably say big chances. It's either 2-1 in favor of Australia or 2-0. Like, do you consider Johan Vasquez? Do you consider a header a clear chance? I don't know. From open play, it was definitely 2-0 in favor of Australia. So, and both came in the second half. I don't love the second half. What was weird about the second half is that is our starting back line. That being said, I don't think this means that we need to, rethink, what our personnel is. I really think the difference was Australia started doing anything. Like, they were still doing a lot of long balls, but at least they would pass it to the midfield first, and then the midfield would look for the winger, as opposed to just center back striker, center back striker, center back striker. That was all they were doing in the first half. I'm watching some of the highlights here. Yeah, kind of that one Alexis. Oh no, the Alexis Vega. That was a clear chance. Yes. Absolutely. So it was I would go 2-1 in favor of Mexico from clear chances then. In that case, Gomez was not good at all. Yeah, I honestly, dude, I forgot he was in the game. Irakuna got to start. Don't know why he doesn't. I don't understand it at all. I said it in my Group D preview. It's the one thing that pisses me off about Popovich the most. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he doesn't think Irakunda adds value. I don't understand it. It would really, really piss me off if I was an Australian fan. Was this Australia's best team? This was pretty close. This was pretty close to their A team. I would say you can make the argument 7 or 8 starters were in this game. I think the only ones that will start at the World Cup that were not here, I do think Cameron Burgess will start over Harrington in the back. I don't know if O'Neill and Metcalf will both start, and Matthew Leckie won't start. So I think it was 8 out of 11 starting players for them. Is that true? Yeah, I think 8 out of 11 starting players. So, like, I don't think Australians will be upset with how they played in the second half. I think they'll be like, well, that was pretty good, actually. But that first 45 minutes, and this is it, y'all. Like, I'm not breaking news here. I've been telling y'all this with Australia for years. Like, when the plan is working, looks really freaking good. What was one of my weaknesses for Australia? If they chase a game, they don't have it. So they cannot concede goals. And usually they're pretty good at that. I'm still kind of stunned it was a set piece goal. I'm still kind of like, whoa, is this really concerning for Australia? I mean, I guess it happens. Mexico are a very good set piece team. So we don't need to, reassess our prior opinions and hypotheses about the Australian national team. But if they do have to chase games, if Turkey gets a goal first, if the States get a goal first, if Paraguay get a goal first, I think it's done, man. I think it's totally done. They don't have the players in here to against any respectable defense. Maybe the States defense isn't that great, so like maybe they could come back in that one. I don't see it in Paraguay or in Turkey. Not gonna lie, I think after the second half, after seeing the second half, I really think Australia can come out second in the group and cause trouble. Thoughts? It's such a competitive group. I mean, I kind of answered your question, Chris, before I clicked on your comment. Like, okay, how many goals do they concede? If they just lock it down, what I think will help them is Turkey's not a great like corner kick team, but they're pretty good from like free kicks. So that's kind of the danger. The States are okay. Like Chris Richards, Weston McKennie, like those guys are, fighter jets in the air. That's kind of scary. I don't think the States have like a free kick guy. So I think they'll be okay there. Then Paraguay, they're okay. They're okay off corners. Alderete and Gomez, they don't have a ton of big body dudes in there. So I think Australia will feel like they won't concede a set piece goal unless it's like a direct free kick against the Turks. But like I said, if they concede, they are screwed. Radiation Sandwich, who's Australian, says, "We're not that disappointed. Actually played some nice attacking football in the second half, 100%. First half was shite, also 100%. Hopefully we can play 2 second halves." Pretty exciting game, start to finish. And not going to lie, good prep for both teams. This was a very good preparation for both teams. No injuries, physical, heated. Effort was spent on both ends. Both teams took this pretty seriously. Thoughts on Mora? Quiet game from him. I would say this was the least effective I've ever seen him for the Mexican national team. But I would use the word ineffective to describe most of the midfielders here today, except for Luis Chavez. I thought Lira and Romo like did okay at the ball winning stuff that they tend to do. I didn't think Fidalgo had any real impact. I didn't think Mora really had an impact. Is there another midfielder I'm forgetting in here? Maybe there is, but I didn't think Chino had an impact. I didn't think Pineda had an impact. Santi Jimenez didn't have an impact. I don't know if anybody on Mexico was bad today. Like, I don't know if I'd look at anybody and be like, they were bad. Jorge Sanchez didn't really have to do anything. Like, he barely had to defend. Stock up Mateo Chavez. Stock up Luis Chavez. I don't think I can say stock up Johan. I already rate him so high, but like very good performance from him too. Stock up Memo Ochoa, man. I mean, he did have that one save. He had a punch and a save. Maybe mini stock up Memo Ochoa. Yeah. I would say that's it. I don't think this like redefines anybody's opinion of most of the players off of this game. First time beating Australia since 1970. That's a crazy stat. I did not know that. Mexico defense barely tested. Sugar, I wouldn't say that in the second half. I would say they were tested. I think they were struggling. First half, not tested at all. Australia versus Switzerland. I'm thinking about going live for this game too. I just really like Switzerland. And I don't know, like maybe they put the beat down on the Aussies. I don't know. That would be a concern. What are your thoughts on the first group match between Turkey and Australia? I think the Turks will win a hard-fought game, is what I think. Too many difference makers I see in Turkey. Australia don't have difference makers really. Like they have Jordan Boss and Irakunda. Like Mohamed Toure is not a difference maker. And even Jordan Boss, I mean, if your difference maker is your fullback, you're just going to be a bit limited. Usually teams where their fullback is their best player, like comfortably their best player, like Tunisia comes to mind with Ali Abdi, and like they don't really score a ton of goals either. And like their attackers just aren't that productive. Australia's attackers aren't that productive. I mean, Irakunda is. He just doesn't get any goddamn minutes. But Toure's washed. Dude, that's crazy. He's not washed, but he did have a bad game. Stock down Santi. I swear this dude's the laziest player ever. I can't say stock down for him because like none of the attackers looked good. Memote did nothing. Quinones didn't really do anything. Yeah, Pineda, Huerta, none of them did anything. So I wouldn't like solo out Santi like that. Could Volpato have made a difference? Yeah. I mean, would I have rather Volpato or Matthew Leckie gotten 45 minutes today? Volpato. Because he's never played with these guys. He's got zero chemistry. Sometimes Popovich is just doing shit, and it just isn't like the Harrington for Burgess substitution. What are you doing? Are you just trying to give like Cameron Burgess another cap? Does he have like a performance bonus inside of his national team contract? Is he trying to hit a certain minute threshold? Does Popovich, if Harrington plays 90 minutes, does Popovich lose 5% of his salary to Harrington's agent? Like, why are you making subs like that? It's just, I don't understand. Are you gonna watch the USA Brazil game tomorrow? You mean USA game and the Brazil game? Like 2 different games? I'll definitely be watching Brazil, Panama. I don't know if I'll be live for that. I will be live for Senegal, USA, and I might be live for the Swiss game too, but I need to go to bed for that. If I'm gonna do that, I need to go to bed soon. So if y'all have any final questions, I need them in the chat right now. Thoughts on Santi? Ineffective. Ineffective. I think Australia's center backs. You know what, guys? Truth be told, I still don't really know what type of defender Santi Jimenez is effective against, other than bad. Right? He's effective against bad defenders. But when I think of like physical, dominant in the air CBs, like Cercati's physical, Sutar's very physical, and 6'6". Harrington's not, but he's still like a child, basically. Like where do you throw Santi in? Do you throw Santi in when you want to run? Because he's not that fast. Do you throw him in when the other team bunkers down? Because he's not good in tight spaces. He's not very good in the air. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too pessimistic about the situation right now, but yeah, he just, again, I'm talking about difference makers for Australia. Like, Santi's not a difference maker. Because a difference maker, you can throw him in against basically any type of defense, and he will at least change how the game is being played. I don't know if Santi's changing the game like that, man. And I'm not saying he's trash. I'm just saying, like, I don't say Santi is trash. I do think he's overrated, but I don't think he's trash. Dutch defenders? Go ahead, Eagles and Milk Chocolate FC, man. Australia is kind of haram ball. No, man, they are fully haram ball. Is Hakimi, what a random question. Is Hakimi the best African player of all time? No, I don't think so. Off the Champions League? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say so. I need one more Morocco achievement, and then we can have that conversation. USA versus Senegal prediction. Man, I can't say that because I need to see the lineups. I don't know how seriously they're going to take it. Same thing with Mexico, Serbia, which that should be a fun one because maybe Serbia take it kind of seriously. They don't have a Mundial. So, like, they don't really care too much about, oh, what if I get injured? Like, yeah, they can pull a hamstring. Obviously, they don't want to, but you got summer break. So it's like, all right. Popovich is haram ball manager. Yep. Do you think O'Neal and Metcalf are too similar to one another? What a fantastic question. Yeah, they do kind of have that just like athletic and kind of mid Australian midfielder archetype. I still think we're searching for the guy next to Jackson Irvine. I really like Jackson Irvine. And like, there's got to be some creative midfielder. And maybe it is Volpato. If it's not him, then I don't know who else it would be. But yeah, it's like too many of the same guy that you're like plugging in. That's why like Riley McGree going down was kind of bad. Stock down for Edson, looked clumsier than average today. He did have 2 bad defensive moments. He did. And I think it was very important that he played because of the club situation and the injury. I think he'll shake it off. I think this was a good opponent, to kind of get back in the flow. Mohamed Toure is not an elite striker, but he's also not trash. So, at the end of the day, he didn't score, did he? And Toure's best chance came off of a Mateo Chavez mistake. It wasn't even an Edson one. So I don't know if I go stock down. I'm just saying, if he plays like that against Serbia again, I'll be a little more concerned, but I think it's more the fact that he just hasn't played in a really long time. Jack, you're the GOAT, best footy content creator of all time. Thank you, man. On that note, on that incredible high note that's never going to be surpassed, I'm going to end the stream, guys. Yeah, overall, I'd go 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 Mexico performance. Australia, I'd go. Well, that second half was good. I'm going to say a 5. I'm going to say a 5 out of 10 because that second half was an 8. That first half, no, that first half was it was a 1. So I guess we'll give it a 4.5. 4.5 Australia performance. Some positives for both teams. Good win for Mexico. Guys, I'll be back on the channel live for at least one game tomorrow. Could be in the morning, could be in the evening, could be in the afternoon. Kind of depends on whatever I feel like doing. That's the great thing about having a YouTube channel. I just do whatever I want. So I'll try to announce it at least a little before, unless it's the Switzerland game, in which case you just got to wake up and see if I'm live on the channel. But chat, y'all have been awesome. Mexico 1, Australia 0. I'll see you guys